lotus feet of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, respected elders, brothers, sisters, and children, Om Shri Sai Ram to all. We are pleased to welcome everyone to the Sri Sathya Sai Vedic Yajna performed by Sri.Vedanarayanan Sir, with the blessings of our beloved Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. As mentioned in Sri Sathya Sai Speaks, Yajnas serve one purpose more than all else, the cleansing of all levels of consciousness, Chitta Suddhi. For they involve renunciation, invocation of divinity, and ascetic practices. We will begin our 3-day festivities today with a speech from Dr. Akshay Kaladia, Chair of Zone 1 for SSSGC, and a speech from our guest of honor, Sri.Vedanarayanan Sir. Before we begin, we would like to invite Brother Vedanarayanan Sir, Brother Akshay, and Sister Aruna to light the lamps. To share a musical rendition with us today. Lata Krishna is from a musical family with a Carnatic background and a South Indian playback singer. She conducts musical classes and has sung with A.R. Bhagwan Sir, Ilayaraja Sir, S.P.B. Sir, K.S. Chitra Madam, and other legendary singers. She has shared the stage with these artists across the world. Sarah.
Krishna Krishna Mukunda Janardana Krishna Govinda Narayana Hare Achyutananda Govinda Madhava Sachidananda Narayana Achyutananda Govinda Madhava Sachidananda
That was a beautiful rendition from Sister Lata Krishna. Not only is Sister Lata a talented musician, but she is also the niece of Vedanarayanan sir. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, before we move into the next segment, please note the following housekeeping rules. Please enter and exit through the front entrance and not the side entrances. Kindly leave shoes at the temple entrance before coming to the hall. This will be observed from tomorrow onwards. Please be advised that the washrooms at the back of the hall are for seniors and individuals with mobility issues only, and to use the temple washrooms, and lastly, no food and drinks in the hall. Thank you. We would now like to call upon Brother Sridhar Rajagopal, National Spiritual Coordinator, to give us all a warm welcome.
Respected elders, brothers, sisters, children of Sri Sai. First and foremost, I'd like to apologize to Bhagwan for starting this program 15 minutes late today. Thank you. Forgive us, Bhagwan. Well, being here is a blessing today. This is the first such event happening under the SSGC banner, where Bhagwan has given us this opportunity. It's a gift, I can call it as a gift that he has given us today. As I said, we started late. This was planned way back by Bhagwan, that today on this day at this time this has to happen. This Yajna, whether we are going for the next 3 days. As the 3 children who came to start, they recite the Yajna at 6 o'clock. They are standing right here in the front. Swami is already here. Can you see the flower, the rose? 6 o'clock it rolled from Swami's left arm. And let me tell you this, Swami's rest, hand rest is not in a round, it is flat. Right? Any engineer can give an explanation for that, please. Only in the wrong thing, it can slip and fall, but here it's a flat, which is about probably 2 inches. And Swami is here at 6 waiting for us to start the program. Right? Thank you, Bhagwan, for being with us today in this wonderful celebration that you are giving us and blessing us for this event. I don't want to take much time. I know we are starting a little bit later, but we are all eager to listen to Vedanarayanan who's here. He's come all the way from Prashanthi. I say that one of Bhagwan's loving child, I can call him. And he's here to share this. I just want to share one more thing before I conclude my speech. And also I'd like to welcome, first of all, then Brother Vedanarayanan who's here with us, I'm sure, will be eager to listen. Our national coordinator, Brother Akshay, a national chair, Akshay is here, and we have a president, national president of Trinidad, was Brother Krishna Ramtal, is here with us today. And what an event that Swami has brought all of us together, and welcome you all for this wonderful event today. Before I conclude, I just want to share one thing is, when this was planning, it didn't happen the way we really it is today was, as I said earlier, that Swami has planned way back. Me and my family happened to be in Prashanthi for Swami's birthday last November, and I happened to see Sri.Vedanarayan there face to face, and we just said Sai Ram. So nothing was planned like this to happen. And today he's here with us. How Swami has planned that is just an introduction, he just connected us that he's going to be here for the celebrations. So thank you, Sri.Vedanarayanan, for being with us today and accepting our invitations. And also I just want to share one final thing before I go. When we were planning just about a week back, we came and looked at this hall for preparation. This hall was not like this. It was like some lights are gone and there's not much of shine there. This was missing and so on and so forth. Now this hall looks so beautiful. Why is it so beautiful? What is so beautiful in this hall? Can somebody say, the altar is beautiful, everything is beautiful. Swami Sathya. I'm asking the beauty, that what you admire. Admire today.
Because Swami is here.
Give a big clap. We have to have Swami right here. So he's here. Thank you very much. And as I was talking about, the chandelier is, the lights inside. The chandelier looks, when there's no lights or bulbs in there, it just gives a blank shell. But only when you're on the light, the beauty of the chandelier shows up. That's how a Swami is. He is a beautiful avatar. The Lord God has come on this earth. And let us all obey and be on His command. Thank you, Swami, for giving me this opportunity. And stay back. And it's going to be 3 days wonderful program for all of us to be in bliss. Sai Ram.
Thank you, Sri Uncle, for welcoming everyone, and for noticing that little moment that reminded all of us that Swami is here with us at all times. We are pleased to call upon Dr. Akshay Kaladia to the stage. Dr. Akshay Shanti Kaladia has been an active member for over 35 years in the Sri Sathya Sai Baba organization in the USA. His first role was an SSC teacher in 1987. He has served in various officer positions at the center, regional, and national level. He is currently serving as the SSSGC Zone 1 Chair, and he is an ENT surgeon who over the past 2 decades has been privileged to have the opportunity to serve in Puttaparthi in medical camps and at the Sri Sathya Sai General Hospital. Sai Ram. If we can ask Harry, Siobhan, and Pavishan to please present the flowers.
I offer myself at the divine lotus feet of our dear Bhagwan. Sai Ram, everyone. 1961, Dasara Festival. Swami announces he's going to launch an organization. He went on to say that those that become members of this organization, not only them, their children, their grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren will be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. He went on to say, however, the test will be severe, and I will bear witness to the number of people who will withstand the test. So what has been constant since Swami launched his organization? The connection to Prashanthi Nilayam. This is where all the headquarters for every branch of the organization resided. This is where we all gathered. This is where the official meetings of the organization took place. And of course, this is where Swami was. Now and before. The vibrations from the Mahasamadhi, for those that have gone recently, are immeasurable. So how important is this organization? 1970, Swami said the development of this organization will bring peace and tranquility to this world that is torn in chaos. 1982, Dr. John Hislop, wonderful devotee of Bhagwan, in his book, Conversations, he asked Swami a question. Swami, in the USA we have close to 50,000 people who know of Bhagwan, who know of you, who pray to you, who believe in you. And yet we only have maybe at most 1,000 people that attend the centers, that belong to the centers. The centers, this organization seems to be of minor importance. Maybe we should do away with it. So Swami says, out of his infinite love and compassion, and I quote from the book, "The organization gives a chance to people. In America and other countries, there are large numbers of people who know about Sai, have faith in him, talk about him, his leelas, his teachings, but who do not join the organization. The organization imposes some discipline and requirements which these people do not wish to take on. The Sai organization may be limited in size now, but as time goes on, it will attract so many people that the general public will not be able to be accommodated in the Sai gatherings. All available spaces will be assigned to people within the organization." It has been Swami's wish that his organization promotes spirituality, spiritually elevating endeavors such as what we're graced to be able to do this coming weekend. No matter the religion, no matter the language, no matter the culture or the custom, it is in this spirit that the Sri Sathya Sai Global Council is inviting dear Sri.Vedanarayanan, who by Swami's grace is coming to us directly from Prashanthi Nilayam, to come and guide us through these sacred, powerful rituals. I'd like to share some of what I've learned from Swami regarding some of these rituals. Growing up in the West, not really understanding these rituals, the power behind these rituals. Maybe some of the young adults are like me and trying to figure some of this out. What do these rituals mean? So I thought I'd call some of what I learned from Swami. So, what is the most important purpose for performing these rites? In Bhagavata Vahini, Swami in chapter 1, quote, "It is the why of these rites that matters, not so much the how. The why has to be the realization of the reality of the individual, which is also the reality of the universe." So these rituals, their highest purpose is no less than self-realization. What should we offer into the fire? 3 things that I culled from reading Swami's literature on this. One is our senses. Yajna, it's a powerful mechanism where we can direct our sound, our touch, our sight, our taste, our smell, all with the unified goal of offering them into the fire, giving them to the divine. This drives home that the best use for our senses is to perceive and see divinity. That's why we have these senses. It drives home the fact that these beautiful senses that we've been given, we're not supposed to suppress our senses. Suppressing is not healthy. But we have to direct them away from this transient, ephemeral world, and rather to experience the infinite divine that is in everything. So, other than our senses, what else do we offer to this fire? Our bad qualities. Swami says, pour your egoistic desires, your emotions, your passions, your impulses, pour them into the flames. This yajna, these offerings, they're making use of these temporary material symbols to help us utilize our thought, our word, our deed into the fire, and to bring these eternal principles into our consciousness. It drives it home into our consciousness. The third thing we offer into the fire, our gratitude. This is the way we pay our debts to our parents, our gurus, the scriptures, nature, the sages. All of this has been given to us by Bhagwan, and we express our gratitude into the fire. So what principles should we be observing? This is from 1964, Swami's Divine Discourse. Quote, Anjaneya reported that Linga was echoing with the recitation of the Vedas, and the air was thick with sacrificial smoke. But the Rakshas, the demons, were wicked, in spite of all that ritual worship. Rituals must result in righteousness, otherwise it is only rigmarole. So Swami gives us three important principles. One, faith. Quote from 1964, Divine Discourse. Faith in the efficacy of these mantras, in the utility of the procedures prescribed, and in the existence of the core. All of these are essential for success in the great adventure of acquiring ultimate knowledge. Just as faith in the efficacy of the instrument, just as faith in the correctness of the procedure and existence of the material that one is seeking to know more about are essential for a scientist. Purity. We have faith and then purity. Swami says, quote, virtue is the prime requisite. The heart is the altar. Thoughts are the offerings. And delight is the ultimate fruit. And the third thing, surrender. Quote, the emphasis must not merely be on the ritual correctness, but unconditional surrender to the God who is invoked and propitiated in these rituals. Now, who are we surrendering to? Who is this submission? Who are we surrendering to? We're not surrendering to anything outside of us, but rather to our true selves. We're surrendering to our true selves, who is invoked and propitiated in these rituals. So this divinity that we're surrendering to is within us and without of us, which is nothing but Swami who leads us to that realization. So now it is my great pleasure and honor that I get to introduce Brother Sri.Vedanarayanan. He joined the Vrindavan campus of Swami's college in 1976. In 1981, after securing his bachelor's degree in science from Swami's college, on Bhagwan's instructions, he completed his master's in philosophy from Bangalore University and secured first rank, gold medal. Later, he did his master's in Sanskrit at Mysore University and secured a rank there. For over 5 decades, he has been participating and leading the early morning Vedic chanting in Sai Kulwant Hall during Darshan time since Swami initiated this practice. In 2004, Sri.Vedanarayanan received the National Award for Best Teachers from the then President of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam. He's received letters of appreciation from the Indian Ministry of Human Resources and Development for his wonderful performance. He himself has acknowledged, after all of these accolades, quote, "More than any of these awards, I feel the greatest reward for me is the opportunity to chant Vedic hymns in front of the very origin of the Vedas, the Veda Purusha, our beloved Bhagwan himself." So I pray that our dear brother, please come and enlighten us. Om Shri Sai.
मूकं करोति वाचालं पंखुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तम अहं वन्दे परमानंद सायिनम्. My most humble and prayerful salutations at the divine lotus feet of my mother Sai. Most respected elders, respected office bearers of Sri Sathya Sai organization, and dear sisters and brothers, Om Shri Sai Ram. With the supreme grace and blessings of Bhagwan, we have gathered this evening to remember the beautiful stories of Bhagwan. We are all so fortunate to be contemporaries of an avatar. There are very many things in life we can be proud of. But the greatest of all, when God walked on this earth, we also became His contemporaries. We also became the chosen instruments of Bhagwan. How fortunate each one of us is. It is no ordinary thing to be part and parcel of Sri Sathya Sai organization. Not like becoming any other part of any other organization, no. Each one of us are here so that Swami's message can be spread to nook and corner of the world. And Swami will do it in spite of we are there or not. It is for each one of us to take this opportunity and to become part and parcel of it. I have just returned from Prashanthi Nilayam. After the Mahasamadhi Sri Sathya Sai Aradhana celebrations, Bhagwan, out of His infinite grace, He has condensed His cosmic form into a beautiful form for the sake of humanity, so that you and me can be led, holding our hands to the right direction. That beautiful form, after giving His message, He has gone back to the, let me see, the unmanifested form of His. Just because we cannot see Him, can we say that He is not there? Few years back, Bhagwan was in Prashanthi Nilayam, and few of the devotees, including Professor Kasturi, they were sitting along with him there in upstairs. During that period of time, one of the devotees had brought a camera, and they said, Swami, we wanted to have a group photograph with you. Swami very graciously consented. But the problem was, who will take the photograph? Because everybody wants to be with Swami. These are those days, the cameras are not available. Those days, everybody wants to be with Swami. So Swami said, okay, none of you want to take it, I will take the photograph. They said, no Swami, we want to be in the picture. Then Professor Kasturi said, hey, if Bhagavan is going to take the picture, definitely Swami will be there in the picture. You don't worry about it. So, Swami took the camera from them and they all arranged themselves around Swami's empty chair. And Professor Kasturi was sitting next to the footstool. So it passed in his mind. Now Swami will be definitely, when Swami takes the picture, Swami is going to be seated in the chair. So he put his hand on the footstool because he wanted to find out when the photo comes, his hands will be under Swami's feet or it will be above Swami's feet. With this thought, the moment he put his hand, Swami said, hey, remove your hand from there. And Bhagavan took the photograph of the empty chair along with the other devotees. The devotees also requested, Swami, please tell that we want a copy of this picture. And Swami of course instructed. And when those days, that black and white, the film was developed and printed, Bhagavan was beautifully, charismatically sitting on the chair along with all the devotees. None of the physical eye could see that Bhagwan was sitting there, but the camera lens could see. So also, just because we are not able to perceive him, can we say that he is not there? He is very much there. Of course, April 24th, 2011, it is a day, it is a painful day for each one of us, because we are all used to his beautiful form, and that form is not there naturally. It will be a painful thing. Many devotees felt that Swami has left us and gone. But you all know, sun never sets. Sunset, it is only a fallacy. Does the sun set any time? The sun is always shining. If not here, somewhere else. In front of the eyes of us, sun rises or sunset. But the truth is that sun never sets. Sun never sets. Because sun, the entire solar system, if sun is there to set, you know that no life will be there after that. So also, we are all dependent on him. He can never be away at any time. Once Swami has taken few boys to Ooty, and during the night time, it was the privilege of the boys to sleep around his coach. Swami used to be in the center. All the boys used to sleep around him. Unfortunately, one of the boys had the habit of snoring. So he went on snoring the whole night. So of course, morning, they all got up and they went to their respective rooms. So all the other boys said, "What, man? You had a sound sleep the whole night? You went on snoring." Poor fellow, he did not know. So the next day, of course, Swami did not say anything. The next day, again the night time came, each boy brought their pet. So the moment Swami saw him, "Oh, you have come." So today also I don't have sleep, Swami said. Swami jokingly said. Immediately this boy said, "Swami, forgive me. No, I will go out and sleep, Swami. I don't want to disturb you, Swami." Swami said, no. I just joked, come on. But this boy felt very bad. "Swami, I don't want to disturb your sleep, Swami. Please forgive me. I will go outside and sleep." Swami said, no, don't worry. You just... Swami, no, Swami. He was hurt so much that, "No, Swami, I will not sleep." Then Bhagwan went to sleep. Do you think you disturb my sleep? Do you think you disturb my sleep? First of all, do you think I sleep? If I sleep, the whole creation will go to sleep, Bhagavan. That is the truth. If the sun were to disappear, so also the entire solar system will disappear. So Bhagavan has not gone anywhere. He is very much there. But unfortunately, we are not, our physical eyes are not able to see him. That is the truth. Then, how we can approach him now? Bhagavan all the time he used to be there. He used to say that, internalize this physical body. The form which is there in front of you, you have to internalize within. And Swami has said beautiful methods by which you can do, how to follow. You know, he has left the footstep where he has gone. Walk on the footstep what he has shown. Little Krishna, along with his friends, used to go to Gopi's house, break open all the pots of milk and butter. They not only drink all those things, they used to smear the butter all over their body. And the little Krishna used to run around and go and hide. It is very easy to catch him because his footstep smeared with butter will be there everywhere. So the gopis know where he is hiding. You only have to follow the footstep. So also, we know where the Lord is hiding. Only thing is, he has shown, he has left his footstep. What is that footstep? My life is my message. Follow the message, practice in our life. Definitely, you will be able to catch him. So follow the footsteps of Bhagwan. And Bhagwan beautifully says that, he says, see no evil. See good, be good, do good. This is the way to God. Bhagwan says, see good, do good, be good. This is the way to God. In other ways, see no evil, see what is good. Do no evil, do what is good. Think no evil, think what is good. This is the way to God, Bhagavan has said. Now, what do you understand by see no evil, see what is good? How can this world is full of evil? How can we see something good in that? But Swami said, Jesus Christ, he was passing by a street. There was a dead dog lying there with foul smell. All the people were closing their nose and they were passing by. And Jesus Christ went and stood. Thank you. Sorry for that. Jesus Christ went and stood in front of the dog and he went on smiling. See, all the other people, they were stunned. They were saying, what is this? It is, what is there so much to enjoy on the dog? So Jesus said, look at the fantastic thing what it has got. What fantastic thing a dead dog has got. It is foul smelling. He says, why do you look at the negative aspect of it? Look at the beautiful teeth of the dog. How white it is. Even without brushing, we use all type of paste. Still, our teeth will be blue tooth or yellow tooth, whatever tooth it is. Is it not? But look at the dog without even brushing daily. How clean it is. So, though there will be negativity in this world, how we look at the world, that is more important. If we wear a dark glass, the whole world will appear to be dark. If we wear a green glass, the whole world will turn into green. If we wear the glasses of love, we can see the entire world filled with love. If we instead wear the glass of hatred, we will see everything full of hate. So it is very, very important how we see the world. I am reminded of once Krishna called Duryodhana and said, Duryodhana, just go and bring one good person. Go and see in the world and get one good person. So Duryodhana goes everywhere in search. He comes back and says, Krishna, I went on searching for a good person. I couldn't find even one good person. If at all some goodness is there, it is there only in me. I couldn't find anybody else. Same way, Lord Krishna called Dharmaja, the eldest of the Pandavas, and said, Dharmaja, go and see if there is any good people in this world. Dharmaja goes and comes back and says, Lord, wherever I saw, there were only good people. If at all any bad person, it was only me, Lord. There was the whole world is filled with goodness only. So, yad bhavam tad bhavati. As the drishti, so is the srishti. How we see things, so also is the creation. So there is nothing wrong there. Everything is here. When we are happy, somebody comes and tells them, even some bad news we'll say, because we are joyful, we'll take it positively. Suppose some mind we are already disturbed with something, even some good news comes, go man. Why? Because you are disturbed. So, first correction has to be made here and not in the world. So, world, it is always good. How we approach the world. So, that is one fundamental thing Bhagwan requires. See no evil, see what is good, see what is good. And second, do no evil, do what is good. Do no evil, do what is good. It is very, very important that is why even in the 18 Puranas, what is the essence of 18 Puranas? Ashtadasha Puraneshu Vyasasya Vachana Dvayam Paropakara Punyaya Papaya Parapedanam. If you can do help to others, do help. Otherwise, keep quiet and sit down. That is the greatest help you can do. Don't create confusion. So, Bhagwan so beautifully put it, help ever, hurt never. Love all, serve all. That is the essence of the 18 Puranas. So, it is very, very important that we should not harm others. I am reminded of one of the beautiful narrative given by Sister Geeta Mohan Ram. In one of the interviews when she was called along with the mother, a group of people, Swami was seriously explaining some spiritual facts. There was one lady who used to in between, she used to say, Swami, Swami, you should come to our place, she will say. Swami seriously explaining something. Again, Swami just ignored her. Swami continued to explain. Again, this lady will interrupt 2-3 times, and everybody was getting irritated the way in which this lady was. Suddenly, Swami stopped and asked her, you tell me, what great thing you are doing in your place that I should come to your place? Swami, we are doing Mahanarayan Seva. Oh, wonderful. How you are doing Mahanarayan Seva? Swami, we collect rice from each and every house, we bring it together, and of course we distribute it to the needy ones. Swami said, fine. What type of rice each one of them gives? Swami asked. He said, Swami, it depends upon each one, Swami. No. What type of rice do you give? She said, I give very good rice, Swami. Then Swami looked at her and said, very good rice. For those years I am holding. For your children it is 5 rupees rice, and for Narayan Seva it is 2 rupees rice. And this lady had the guts to say, no Swami, I give very good rice. This was something. When Bhagavan said, she opposed to Swami and said, no Swami, I give very good rice. You know what Swami did? Swami got up from the chair. Swami got up from the chair. Those who know Swami's entry room, next room is the dining room. There's a small passage is there. Swami went inside the room. And Swami came out with a bundle of cloth of rice. As a small boy, I came and cried in front of your house, Amma, give me food. This is the same cloth in which you have given me the rice. See this, what you have given. Full of stones. This is what you have given me. If anyone has to eat, especially the poor people, they don't have money. If they have to have this food, they have to go to hospital. They don't have even money to buy medicine. And you keep on saying you give good rice. This lady put her head down. Afterwards she did not talk. So, do no evil. Do what is good. If you cannot do, don't do bad to others. So it is, the second point is, do no evil, do what is good. Then, think no evil, think what is good. Don't think of anything bad. Always think of what we can do, what positive things we can do. Always. It is very, because our thoughts are so very powerful. There is enough water in an ocean to sink a ship, provided the ship allows the water to enter inside that. So also, there is enough evil in this whole universe to destroy us, provided we allow the evil to enter into us. So it is, we have to take care to see that we are not affected by the evil. So to follow the path of Bhagwan, the footstep of Bhagwan, Swami in Telugu, he sings a beautiful song. Sathya dharmamu shanti premalatooni nitya jeevana yatra sadhinchu jiva. Oh man, you lead your daily life with Satya, Dharma, Shanti and Prema. Nitya Jivana Yatra Sadhinchu. You have to, your daily life should be spent with Satya, Dharma, Shanti and Prema. What does it mean by Satya, Dharma, Shanti and Prema? Our definition of Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema is totally different from Swami's definition. Swami says, love is the undercurrent for any of the values. And Bhagavan's definition of Satya is, do you know what is truth? Anything spoken with love, that is truth. Anything spoken with love, that is truth. And speaking truth, we think that it is very easy, no? Because there are so many conditions are there. Satyam bhruyat, priyam bhruyat, na bhruyat, satyam apriyam. He says you should speak the truth, but you should speak only pleasant truths. This is one condition. So avoiding all those, this is a beautiful instance which happened. Bhagwan has taken some of the students to Ooty. At that is the time, around this time, period of time, the school has already closed. Probably you may not know that. Before, in Ooty, I think you studied there, Satish studied there. No? In Ooty, there was a Swami's school was there. And in that school, all small children used to be there. And the summer vacation has started. All the parents have come and taken all the children except two boys. these two boys' parents have not yet come. So they were still there, and for their luck, Swami landed up there with the Vrindavan boys. Swami landed in Ooty. And of course, being small children, Swami's attention was totally on them, all them. So Swami usually, after the morning, Swami takes the boys and he goes to the botanical garden and other places. Swami used to go around. So Swami used to take these boys also. Swami told, see, there is a Matador van used to be there, some 15-seater. Nowadays you don't see such vans. Those days that Matador van used to be there. So Swami used to go in the front and we used to accompany Swami behind in that Matador van. So wherever the students went, these two boys are also included. So that day, and usually what Swami does is, Swami just goes for a small round and he will come back. He'll go for a round and a small and come back, small round. So that day, Swami called warden and told, say, Swami gave the money to the warden and told, wherever you see the gas pump, fill up the gas for the van and come. He said, yes, Swami. So now, usually Swami goes for a small round, so all the children got and Swami is going in the front. So warden reminded the driver saying that, see, there is a gas station here, let us fill up the gas, Swami is told. Driver told, keep quiet. Swami is going in the front and all the boys are here and you wanted to stop and fill up the gas. I can fill it up afterwards, you keep. Warden said, Swami has told. He said, nothing new. Boys are here and Swami is going in the front. They will miss the chance of going with Swami. That day what happened? Swami went for a long drive. And as expected, the van came to a halt ultimately and Swami went off in the front. Now what to do? What to do? There is no gas station nearby. So this driver has to catch some other vehicle, go in and get a can of gas from somewhere. So it took a long time. And by the time the van could go back to the Nandanavanam where Swami used to stay on a hill, beautiful place where Swami used to stay, it was quite late and Swami was waiting there. Swami asked, what happened? So they had to tell Swami the gas got over. So Swami appeared to be furious and Swami scolded warden first. I told you, wherever the first gas station is there, you should fill it up. Why you didn't listen? Then he said, Swami, I told Swami. Then next was of course the driver. So both of them got their share. Because the driver, his intention was what? That all the children should get the chant. When Bhagwan is going in the front, they should get the chant. And Swami usually goes for a small round. He could take the van and get it filled up later. So he didn't want actually the boys to lose the chance because of that. So he said, and Swami scolded both of them. So these two children are watching Swami. This is something they have not seen. Swami, this part of Swami. They have seen Swami being so loving and Swami scolding both of them thoroughly. So Swami looked at this boy and asked, who is at fault? Tell. Is it the driver is at fault or the warden is at fault? You tell. Tell the truth, Swami said. Now he has to tell the truth. What the truth? He said, Swami, the van is at fault, he said. Satyam bhruyat, priyam bhruyat, na bhruyat, satyam apriyam. See, speaking the truth also, how cleverly this child answered, and Bhagwan just laughed. But a great lesson is for each one of us. Then, so speak what is truth. Anything spoken with love, that is truth. Second, dharma. What is dharma? Any action done with love. Any action done with love, that is what is dharma is. Any action done with love. It so happened that I am reminded of another story. One saint, a holy man, he was taking a dip in Ganges. Sorry. I think because of cold it dries up fast. Sorry for that. One holy man was taking dip into the Ganges, and while he was taking the dip, he saw a scorpion struggling with its life. It has fallen in the water and it was struggling for its life. And so he really wanted to save that scorpion. So what did he do? He gently lifted that scorpion from the water and he wanted to place it on the land. The moment he lifted it up, it gave him it stung him. So unable to bear the pain, he dropped it in the water. Again, the moment it landed in the water, again it started struggling for its life. So what this man did? Again, he tried to save that scorpion. Again, it gave another stung. So again, he put it down. So this was going on and on. One onlooker from the shore, he says, "Oh foolish one, can't you make out that it is the nature of the scorpion to sting, and still you wanted to save that wretched creature?" So the saint replied, "Yes, dear, I know very well that it is the very nature, it is the dharma of the scorpion to sting. I know that very well. And it is going to die now any moment. Even while dying, it doesn't want to leave its dharma. Being a human being, to show compassion is my dharma. Is it proper for me not to show compassion on this one? It is teaching me a lesson that even when the life is going, it is not leaving its dharma. So being a human being, is it not my duty to show dharma by saving this, show compassion on everyone? That is my dharma." So, do actions with love, that is actually dharma. Then the third one is understanding. Love in understanding is peace. Again, I am reminded of another incident which happened. I always will go back to Ooty again and again and again and again. Swami has taken few boys along with him to Ooty. And you know the Ooty is a very, very cold place. And our Swami's room used to be there, just in front of that only all the other children we used to stay. Between Swami's room and us, we have only one window which separates us. So, Swami had instructed us that nobody should get up early in the morning. Swami said, get up only at around 6:30 in the morning. Usually our timings are 5 o'clock, Omkara, Suprabhadam, everything. Swami has instructed get up only at 6:30 in the morning. Swami did not explain anything further. But as usual, there are some boys who are over enthusiastic. So they got up early. Not only that, one thing Swami disliked is unwanted talk. Swami doesn't like people talking unnecessarily. Unless it is very, very essential, we should not talk. So some people keep on chatting. You know, boys are boys as usual, they started chit-chatting. So Bhagwan came out and he appeared to be very, very upset. He said, I told you fellows First of all, not to get up early. And that you did not do. After getting up, what you did, you started chit-chatting. Swami said, go back to Vrindavan. Pack your luggage. A trip which we hope to be a fantastic trip with Bhagwan for a week or more, everything ended by overnight. Swami said, when Swami takes a decision, that's all. He called the other second driver and told, take the car, take the fellows and go. All the boys were crying. They were crying and crying and crying throughout, and afternoon around 2 o'clock, they reached Vrindavan. Within 15 minutes, they could hear another horn. Bhagwan also came back in his car. Then Swami said, you boys were crying so much that I could not stay there even for 1 second. That is the mother's love. Then Bhagwan was there to explain why I told you, you people should not get up early. Why you should get up only at 6:30. See, the family where Swami used to stay, Mr. Ranjan's family, the ladies in the house, they used to prepare food for all the children. So night after the dinner is over for all the children, they have to have dinner. They have to clean all the vessels, then they have to go to sleep. So by the time it will be 11, 11:30, 12. If you boys get up at 5 o'clock, because Ooty, you know, it's very cold place, something like here only. It's a very, very cold place, hill station. If you get up at 5 o'clock, because Swami's children are getting up, they should be given tea. They have to start preparing the tea by 4 o'clock. Where is the time for their rest? When you go to another place, don't start dictating your terms. You should adjust to their surrounding. See, Swami is so concerned with in each and every place how we should behave. So, living with divinity is through education. So, each and everything Swami teaches us. So, any action, love and understanding is true peace. So, love is the undercurrent for all these things. So, that is why Bhagwan sang Sathya Dharmamu Shanti Premalatu Ni Nitya Jivana Yatra Sadhinchu. Then he further says Yajna Prayatnamu Manava Dharmamu Jayapajayamulu Devadhinamu. Yet the effort, it is the human being should do their effort. Their bit, you should do the effort. Whether victory or defeat, it is given by the Lord. That is not in your hand. So, it is very, very essential that you should do the effort. It is very, very important to do the effort. So, but there are some people, they say that, no, it's all people's luck. If somebody is lucky, no, it is given by God. It is not my effort, so they are all lucky, so they got it. Swami says that is not correct. We should do our effort. We should do our effort. There was one boy in Vrindavan who has joined. He was very weak in his studies. So Swami had told, whoever get first class, I am going to take them to Ooty. Whoever get first class, I am going to take them to Ooty. So all the boys studied and but this particular boy, he did not get first class. He studied, he did not get first class. So when he got first class, so Swami has told that he is going to take them to Ooty. So all this, Swami has fixed one day, early morning, 4 o'clock. Swami used to leave Vrindavan quite early in the morning when he goes to Ooty. So morning, he has already 4 o'clock that day. So all these boys who have been told beforehand, they are all ready. And Swami also, whenever Swami goes, Swami usually takes two of his cars. One is Mercedes-Benz and the Ford car. And Swami will also instruct which boy should sit where. All these instructions are given. So this hero of our boy, this particular boy who did not get, neither his name was there in the list of the entourage with Bhagwan. So he was coming, of course he went to the mandir, because Swami was still upstairs, he was looking upstairs and standing there. And he was feeling in his mind, if at all, if only I also would have studied little more harder, even I could have probably gone with Swami. But anyway, I don't have this fortune because I did not get first class. Kumar got first class, Swami is taking them. So I did not get, so why I should blame? So this was the thought which was going on in his mind. Suddenly, there was a tap on his back and it was the assistant warden. He said, hey, why are you standing here? Swami has told you, Swami has sent the message, you should immediately go pack your luggage and keep it in Swami's car. And you should sit in the front seat or in Swami's car. That is the instruction. He was shocked. So morning 4 o'clock, a message like this, he simply ran to the hostel, took his suitcase, put this thing, kept everything. And because Swami has instructed he should sit in Swami's car, he was sitting in the front seat. Swami was behind and another person also was next to Swami. And usually when Swami leaves Vrindavan after the Aarati, they give Aarati to Swami. And because inside the car it will be dark, Swami won't put on the light. So some devotees will be waiting. Of course, the car slowly came over to Vrindavan. Suddenly, Swami, he could hear Swami's voice behind, Swami telling, if only I would have studied hard, even Swami would have taken me also. The same thought what he had. So Swami is repeating that. The moment he heard that, he looked back. Of course, he couldn't see Swami, but he could hear Swami. And he was trying to touch Swami's feet in between the seats. He says, hey, you think that you have not got first class? Who are they to give you first class? You have behaved well. In my subject you have got first class. Who are they to give first class? So, yajna prayatnamu manava dharmamu. You have to make the effort. Jayapa jayamu devajinamu. Whether we are successful or not, it is all at God's. So it is very, very essential to follow this footstep of Bhagavan, to go back to the source. Then only we will be able to see Him. We think that we are not able to see Him. When very much He is present. After the 2011, we all had when Bhagavan suddenly left us physically, we all were feeling so bad. We were slowly recovering after that. Immediately after that, I think in 2012, I had a program in New York. I had gone to one of the centers, and once after my speech is over, a little small girl came to me and said, Uncle, you spoke very well. I liked your speech, she said. I said, thank you, dear. Then suddenly she said something. He said, Uncle, I wanted to tell you something. I said, what? The next sentence she said, it is good that Swami left. This was like a shock for me. I don't know what she is trying to say. She said, no, it is good that Swami left. I said, why do you say that? When Bhagavan was physically there, few people like you who used to be there in Prashanthi Nilayam used to daily enjoy Swami. Now, Swami is present everywhere. Now we can all enjoy him everywhere. Just imagine, this is not a small child. I know that the Swami is teaching to me. A small child cannot speak like this. I know that it is Swami who is speaking through her. Because I was devastated. The thing is, of course, you people would have come to know of Swami's departure and how you would have felt. Just imagine a person who has been seeing Swami morning and evening, morning and evening and morning and evening, whom we were so much dependent on for him for everything. On the last Darshan day, I don't know, he stopped the car and gave me one packet of vibhuti. That was the last Darshan he gave, and which I hold it in my heart even today. So, each one Bhagwan has touched in his unique way. So, how to connect ourselves? In fact, the same thing in Bhajagovindam, Lord Shankara, Adi Shankara, he beautifully explained the same methodology, how to walk that path. Swami says, my life is my message. How to walk that path of Bhagavan. Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram Dhyayam Sripati Rupamajasram Neyam Sajjana Sange Chittam Deyam Dina Janavana Vittam Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. He says, Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram. You should sing what? Gita, Bhagavad Gita. Nama Sahasram. Thousands of names of the Lords are there. One of them, Swami always take any name, all names are mine, all forms are mine. Any one name take and practice. So, first thing what he says is Nama Smarana. Then, Dhyayam. What we have to meditate upon? Rupa Majasram. Lord has got very many forms. Meditate on the form of the Lord. Then what you should do with your mind? Lead your mind for Sajjana Sange. In the company of the good people. Sajjana Sange Chittam. Satsangati. Satsangati. Deyam Dina Janavana Vittam. You have to give money. Vittam means any wealth to the people, those who are needy. Because he says, none of these things, what is that you are claiming yourself? You think that you are this, you are that, you are nothing. You are nothing. The greatest obstacle for spirituality is the three simple letter word called ego. When Swami says, if ego is there, I go, Swami says. So the thing is, every one of us, whether it is in the organization or anywhere, I want my personal recognition. Every one of us aspire for, I want this, I want that, I want some good words from someone. And what is that? Nothing is permanent, nothing is permanent. Remember, the sooner we realize that, better it is. Do you think that whatever achievement you have, the world is keep on going to recognize that? A simple example I will tell you. We had one of the beautiful president, Mr. Abdul Kalam, you would have heard. I don't think in the whole world there will be even a single enemy to him. He was like a child at him. I don't think anybody hated him. Anybody hated him. Everybody used to love him so much. Such a great knowledgeable person. He was delivering a lecture in Assam in one of the universities, and while delivering the lecture, he left his mortal coil. What a great personality. Anayasena Maranam. Of course, the whole, not only India, everybody was shocked, and we talked about him maybe for 1 week. Tell me, on a daily basis, even such a gem of a person, who remembers today on a daily basis? When that is so, where are we or on? You tell me. Our life is only that much. When the life is the next moment, we don't know what is going to happen. As long as life is there, do some help to others. Do some help to others. Let us not hold on to our false prestiges. Nothing is going to help in our life. Nothing is going to help. So it is high time we open up. It is not the organization Swami wants. Swami doesn't want any high buildings. Swami doesn't want any of your money. What Swami wants is you, each individual, your heart, your progress. If I have become a better human being than yesterday, that is what Bhagwan wants. Swami doesn't want any of these things. The sooner we realize that it is. It is not the number of japamala that I count is important. How much of love I have in my heart for the fellow human beings. How much improvements that I have made in my life. That is what Bhagavan looks for. Swami doesn't want any of your quantity. Swami looks for your quality. How much of love for the fellow people you have developed. How much of anger we are able to control ourselves. How much we are able to control our senses. This is what Bhagavan looks for, and none of your position, power, nothing is absolute zero. We want, it is like we are all like we want to grab and grab. Once Swami, it's very difficult to get rid of the attachment, Swami. We asked the question, Swami, what to do? Swami standing and he is speaking to us like this. We asked the Swami, it's very, very difficult to get rid of the attachment. Leave it. Swami said, he held the towel and said, leave it. It's as simple as that. If you keep on holding it, only your hand will pain. Leave it. What is that? Once he told Swami, it is very difficult to get rid of these bad thoughts are coming, Swami. We are not able to get rid of bad habit. How to get rid of bad habit? This is a question we ask. You know what beautiful answer Swami gave? Suppose, if you are holding a live serpent in your hand and said, if Swami says leave it, do you think, no Swami, I slowly will leave it. Will you leave it like that? The moment you know it's a serpent, you will simply throw it away. So also your bad habits. The moment you know that it is going to harm you, leave it immediately. The more you hold, is trouble for them. In India, there is a beautiful way in which the monkeys are captured. You know what they will do to capture the monkeys? They will take a coconut. They will take a coconut and they will make a small hole, very small hole into it. But that hole is sufficient enough for the monkey's hand to go inside. And they will put the best of all the very goody things, all the nuts, the peanuts and other things, and they will fill it up. And where the monkeys are there, they will go and leave that coconut there. So the monkey will come and look inside. The favorite thing is that it will put his hand inside. And it doesn't want to take one after another. What it will do, it will grab the whole thing like that. The moment it grabs the whole thing, it will not come out. So it is trying to pull itself. Simple thing is just leave it, it will come out. No, it will simply hold like this and it will struggling like this. the catcher will come and hold the monkey. That's all. As simple as that. The monkey could have just left its hand, it would have come out. So also we are all. We are all holding to power, position, money and what not. We don't want to leave it. And you think that somebody else is holding you. Once I am reminded of Swami Rama. You would have heard of Swami Rama. Once he asked his master, what is Maya? Oh, Maya. I will explain to you tomorrow, he said. So he was so excited. I am going to see Maya. I will show you Maya tomorrow, he said. So he expected one beautiful lady to come and stand in front of him as Maya. So whole night he couldn't sleep, and the next day morning, when when he was going for bath, he used to follow. The Guru, of course, he was quite an old man. He was walking. Suddenly, Guru left down all the kamandal, everything. Like a sprinter. I don't know. He ran towards a tree and he held the tree. And he said, Rama, please save me from this tree. There is some power in this tree which is holding me, it is not leaving me. So he was surprised that the Guru, the way in which he ran towards it. So he goes and pulls the Guru's feet from there. He is not coming at all. And he doesn't know what is happening. And he says, afterwards he saw the Guru is just holding the tree. And you just leave your hands, and he forces his hand out. And of course he is relieved. Then he looked at him, this is Maya. You go on, hold on to something and saying that is not leaving me, that is not leaving me. You are holding on to it. And how do you expect that to leave you? You are responsible for your own actions. So leave that attachment and you will definitely, beautifully you can come out of it. Don't have this kind of false feeling that I am this. You are nothing. The more we think we are nothing, we are going to be happy people. Always be happy. Always be smiling. Nowadays we have forgotten to smile. What happened to the tragedy of the humanity? We are supposed to be the most advanced of creation. Some people think spirituality means like castor oil face is the highly advanced spiritual. Absolutely no. That joy within should express itself on our face. It should be expressed ourselves on our face. So, where we will get, and Bhagwan gave a beautiful message before leaving. I think, if I correctly remember, it was the 20th of March, just before, I think 2 darshans before, on 20th of that. Usually what Swami does after the Arati is over, Bhagwan gives blessings to all the boys, everybody, all the devotees. When the Jai Bolo Bhagwan Sathya Sai Baba is there. So usually we will be ready with our camera. We'll all sit in the front to take the pictures. That particular day something happened. Instead of doing blessings to all, Swami suddenly lifted his hands and he was doing namaskars to each and every one of us. My camera literally fell from my hand because I knew that something is not all right. At the very moment I knew that, because this is not something in public, Swami has never done anything like this. Greatly disturbed, of course, after that there was only 2 more. What was the message that Bhagwan was giving? What was the message? Now onwards, see me in each and every one of you. This beautiful form, where it has gone, he has gone inside our hearts. He is very much there. Look within. respect each and every one. See the divinity in each and every one. That is the message Bhagwan wanted to give. You all know. Excuse me. You are all familiar with the sunflower, is it not? What is the characteristic of sunflower? What is the characteristic of sunflower? Facing the sun. So such a beautiful flower. No, it is like sun. Wherever the sun goes, no, it will also move accordingly. If the sun is in the east, it will all face the east. So sun is in the west, it will all of them. It's such a beautiful thing to watch. Suppose there is a cloudy day, sun is not there. Inside there is. Do you think that they put down? No. Do you know what they do? They face each other. They face each other. So also, when divinity was there, that Prashanthi Nilayam, we always have to look up to him all the time. When it is cloudy, it appears that the sun is not there. We have to see divinity in each and every one of us. Each and every one of us. So, spirituality is very simple, brothers and sisters. It is not a competition. Spirituality is not a competition. Bhagwan has taken birth in Puttaparthi. He promised his mother, because mother took a promise from him, you will be here, don't go anywhere please. And he kept up his promise till his last breath. And even today he continued to be there. Sooner or later, in the whole of earth, that he is going to become such a punyam bhumi. Do you know Shirdi? Because the Shirdi became famous, as late as 70. I went in 80s. Hardly any devotees used to be there in Shirdi. Now, half of the, 90% of the devotees, those who are going there, those who are Swami's devotees. But it took, Swami's Mahasamadhi was 1918. And it took almost 1990 to Shirdi to become like this. After all, hardly 10 years are over after the Mahasamadhi in Puttaparthi. We just wait and see. If we don't go to Puttaparthi, Swami is not going to lose anything. Swami is not going to lose anything. We will be the losers. Because it is, as Bhagwan says, no, unless his sankalpa is that nobody can even put their foot there. Many of us prevent ourselves by our own actions by not going to Puttaparthi. Don't create a wall between God and you. We may say that, we can feel Swami's presence everywhere. Well, if you would have such a realized soul, I don't think you would be still going to your office and sitting here. You would be something else. So, here is the greatest opportunity which has come in our life. Just imagine, Swami has chosen us to be part of his organization. Each one of us to work for him. At least I can vouch and say that I don't think in my life I would have had any concept of seva. I don't think I would have helped anyone if I would have not in touch with Swami. What Bhagwan has done, he has touched a street dog into a street lamb. That is the type of transformation Bhagwan has brought in. To spoil 10 fellows, it is not your great ability. You make one person good, give a proper aim in their life. There lies your greatness. So, it is for us, and Bhagwan doesn't want. It is not the public speeches that Bhagwan wants. Practice, practice. Show by your practice. Bhagwan says, that is why Swami says, my life is my message. Bhagwan practiced in his life and showed to the world what should be done, what should not be done. And it is high time for us to make our life his message. We have to practice. And your greatest opportunity has come in a lifetime. So, pray to him. Don't ever leave Namasmarana. As I was mentioning this, Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram. Harer Nama Eva Kevalam Kalu Nastyeva Gadiranyata. God's name alone is the most potent one in the Kali age. There is no other path. So Bhagavan has given the simplest path. Whenever you don't have to spend money, you don't have to go and buy big prasadam, you don't have to do anything. Simply Sai Ram, or any name you like. You have no clue that how powerful God's name is. It is so very powerful. I have got such experience with Swami's name, uttering Swami's name. That is why confidently, if I don't practice in my life, I have no right to tell you. I have experience. That is why I can confidently tell you that God's names are supremely powerful. Whatever I am today, it is because of uttering God's name. What I was from the children, as a young age, what I was and what I am today, it is all because of God's grace and my Namasmarana. I have not done anything great. So, here is the greatest secret. Because if you take God's name, you have everything else will be added on to you. Everything else will be added on to you. So, I pray Bhagavan that Swami, please bless everyone. Samasta loka sudhino bhavantu. Let no one suffer. Let everybody be happy. Let everybody be prosperous. Swami's blessing should be in each and every one of you. Swami, by uttering your name, let us come back to you. Follow your beautiful steps, Swami. And wherever you are hiding, like the little Krishna, let us come and let us be one with you, Bhagavan. Let us be one with you. This is the ultimate Sayujyam we are all praying for. Jai Sai Ram. Thank you.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering my most humble obeisance at Swami's lotus feet. Before I go on to thank Vedanarayanan sir, I would now take this opportunity, since sir is with us here today and he will be there with us for another 2 to 3 days, we can make good use of this opportunity to pose any questions that you might have. That sir is, I have known him as a student from my 8th grade. He's very, very wonderful in answering, not just at the physical and mental level, it definitely touches the heart. So I would request that if you have any of the questions from your end, please do feel free to raise those, and sir has very graciously agreed to have the answers coming from him. So I'll just pause here for a few seconds to see if anyone has any questions. So I take it when the heart is full, the words are few. And sir, having learned from you both Sanskrit and Vedam, I would start off by saying Yavat stasyanti girayah saritascha mahitale tavat sai kata lokeshu pracharishyati. So long as the mountains last and the rivers flow, the glory of Sai, the grandeur of his story will continue. And what Sir captured for each one of us today was that beautiful story. Starting off by saying, Yata drishti tata srishti, as is the vision, so is what we see of the creation. Sir beautifully captured for us that camera. And it is, after hearing to that experience, what I had in mind was, can I be that camera where Swami not only takes me and holds me in his hand, when he points, whatever I see is that same Swami. And what Sir illustrated once again with the sunflower as well. Can each one of us go to that level where we can see only the Swami who is resident in each of our hearts? We see that manifest with our actions, thoughts, words, whatever we have to say. And which leads me to the next point of what Sir was mentioning about speech in word, speech in action, and speech in understanding. I mean love in as speech which comes as truth, love in action which reflects as dharma, love in understanding which comes as peace. And all of this is based on manasyekam, vachasyekam, karmanyekam mahatmanam. Vachasanyat, manasanyat, karmananyat, dhuratmanam. Where we see the unity of. And I also remember you teaching us in our 8th grade, sir. You would say, Utyamena hi siddhyanti karyani na manorataihi nahi suptasya simhasya pravishanti muke mrigaha. It is only through human effort. Of course, God's grace is there, but the first step is that human effort that is involved, which in turn gets God's grace. What the sloka means, it is through human effort alone that we can Udyamena hi siddhyanti. It is through human effort that we get karyani na manorataihi, not just by wishful thinking. It is not in the mouth of a sleeping lion in the forest do animals land up there. The lion will also have to do its effort of going around hunting. So we also will go around and have to be approaching life with that eagerness to learn. And Sir's life, from what I have seen, he has been a teacher for over 3 to 4 decades, having taught so many children. And his own life, it is that self-effort. Every day, whether he sleeps at 11:30 or 12, he's spot on getting up in the morning 3:30, going about whatever he has to do with his sadhana. And it's so very inspiring that when he says, I speak with experience, it is truly from that experience because he has had the vision of Lord Ganesha. He has done the chanting of that Mula Mantram, and the result of it was he saw Lord Ganesha as a baby Ganesha. He has had that vision. So it is with that conviction, that experience that he's speaking. And I remember Sir sharing, even it's there on Radio Sai website, where he shared how when I think Swami Amritananda from Ramana Maharshi Ashram at the ripe age of 85, when he came to Swami, Swami addressed him as Amritam. And then Swami told him, as a 7-year-old boy, you did a yajnam for Lord Ganesha. And Swami asked, what did you do? He said, Swami, yes, as a 7-year-old boy, for 21 days I offered 1,008 coconuts, because I think they were in Kerala, a lot of these coconuts available. he offered all of it to Bhagwan, to Lord Ganesha at that point in time. And then Swami asked, what is the end result of that? What do the scriptures say? And he says, Swami, at the end of it, the golden Ganesha will come and accept the final ahuti. And Swami said, did that happen? He said, Swami, because I was a little boy, then maybe what I did not give that fruition. I didn't see that Ganesha. And Swami says, nothing can go waste. It is not about big or small. It is about that sincerity of effort. And since you put in that effort that day, you are with me today. And then Swami tells him to see him. And when he sees Bhagwan, he sees Swami as that Lord Ganesha, that golden Ganesha. And he is so lost in that bliss that he swoons, and for the next 4 days he is lost in raptures of having seen Lord Ganesha. And why I say this is, here we have a person who has seen Lord Ganesha, Swami as Lord Ganesha, not as in I have seen it in my dream. All of that exists, but seeing it in person. And how? It is with that conviction of that experience, chanting that name, following whatever is laid out in the scriptures. And this is more in the context of what is to follow tomorrow, that if we are able to do all of that Ganapathi Homam that we have tomorrow morning starting at 9 o'clock, we request you to be seated here by 8:45. So when it starts, we are able to chant that Mula Mantram with all of that faith, what Sir was mentioning, and go on to chant the Gayatri, do that Homam, so that one day we will see that fruition. It could be tomorrow as well, but it is for us to go with that faith and conviction, because once the effort is done, God's grace will be there. It is just a question of time whether it happens tomorrow, day after, or day after, but it will happen one day. Of course, we will continue to have the afternoon Sathyanarayana Pooja as well, and then on Sunday we will be having the Ekadasha Rudram and Linga Abhishekam. So, the whole thing of what Sir was mentioning at this point, Sarvadeva Namaskaram Keshavam Pratigachati, Sarvadeva Tiraskaram Keshavam Pratigachati. Every offering that we do, every salutation that we do to one another reaches the same Lord. And every time we shun somebody, that also reaches Him. So it is for us to see that same Swami in one another and enjoy the bliss that is to follow. We are really, really grateful to you, Sir, for coming straight from Prashanthi Nilayam and hand-holding us for both today and the 2 days to follow. And we look forward to all that learning that comes off. Thank you so much for making all of that possible. And I would also make this announcement at this point that even as we have been nourished at the level of the mind, we will now have food for the body as well, as while the food for the mind has been taken care of. Swami's prasadam in the form of dinner, take home food prasadam that is being arranged. So at the end of this program, we request that please have that prasadam taken along with you so that we are nourished. Swami would always say, you cannot talk spirituality to a hungry stomach. So it's about being nourished. As much as we are nourished at the level mental plane and that of the Atmic plane, we will also get nourished at the level of the body. So thank you everyone for enjoying, partaking this bliss that our dear Vedanarayanan Sir gave to us today. And I now request Sir to take the Mangala Arati of Bhagwan, and then we will conclude today's session. Thank you everyone. Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Sathya